Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing me time journey recap of the last 2 weeks. I had mentioned in one of my previous videos that part of this channel, we're going to do a little bit of inspiration and motivation, obviously from business because that's the main focus, but also a little bit about you because I think my journey in the last little while has come back to me. And as a business owner, I really want you to understand why we often say, or I often say, take an hour and walk on the beach, hug a tree, climb the mountains, go and walk in the forests, just get out and about, because that way what it does is it helps you start having more clarity. It gives your body a little bit of energy. It's vitamin D that we all need from the sun and so many more benefits. And I thought I was doing really well, but I've started to get pains down the one side of my body. So I'm doing a little bit of a me time journey, but analysis to try and work out what truly is going on. So with that in mind, these are the various things that I've started. First of all, I started to jump onto the exercise regime and to try and see what I could do there in order to make sure things are working out, a little bit better for me. And one of that was going to swim. So I started aqua aerobics. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm really loving every minute of it. It's just such a pity that I can't do it more often than what I currently am. So that was the one area, which is fantastic. The other thing that I've started to do is pilates, rehab pilates, to try and get the body in line. The aqua aerobics I love from a point of view that it's warm water. There's few people wearing a bathing costume. Not my favorite. And whereas Pilates is more of a stretch. So it kind of like pulls everything back into line, which is really lovely. So both of them I'm feeling energized from. And then I do daily walks 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the weather. And the weather here hasn't been the greatest, but this is my view in the mornings when we go out and do a walk. It's absolutely exquisite and really does energize and kickstart the day to a fantastic time. So this normally is about 3 to 4 kilometers, we think. I'm going to measure this coming week, and we've probably gone 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the weather, depending on what's going on out and about. So that's really great. And then 2 days back to gym, where we have Andre, who's phenomenal. He keeps checking to see how the body is working, exercises for every part of the body, which has been really super awesome. So, as a business owner, I always say take that time out and really go and get clarity, get focused. If you're going to go and walk on the beach, climb the mountains, go in the forest, hug trees, you need to have that little bit of time out. So I think I'm getting my exercise regime best sorted for me right now. I'm not running comrades or doing anything awesome like that. I'm just trying to sort out the body. So I'm getting into a more of a relaxed environment when it comes to exercise, which is phenomenal. And I'm also getting more into pushing the boundaries a little bit. How far we walk, how fast we walk, and breathing during that time in a better way. So the fitness level is starting to come through, and the pain in the legs, not as dramatic as what it used to be, and therefore couldn't really walk as far or as fast. So we're definitely getting back a little bit more of the feeling of real good exercise in the body. So that's really, really nice. So then I moved on to the food and the drinks and that kind of thing that I eat and drink. And I mean, those of you that know, I love coffee, but I moved on to a thing called Rocket Fuel, which Raw and Roxy, the owner of Raw and Roxy, Beatrice, she supplies, which is like drinking hot chocolate in the morning. And very few people dislike hot chocolate or dislike chocolate. So this is a really nice way to start the day. But I do miss my coffee. But I'm like taking this very seriously. And for the last 7 days, I haven't. So today was my cheat day, and I was able to have coffee and everything that you can imagine that I wasn't supposed to have for the last 2 weeks I've had today. So that was a really nice way to kickstart the food side of the journey, of me time journey. And then this week I have embarked on juicing. It's a 3-day juice, also by Beatrice, and she supplies you with a bag of goodies as well as your juice. And that's one day. And then she gives you, and that's what comes inside your bag. You get your little shots, you get your jars. All of those are to drink except one. One is for your skin, because if your skin can't get rid of the toxicity inside your body, then what's the point of cleaning the insides? It's got to move out somewhere along the line. So this has been a very interesting one. So I've heard about juicing so much, but I've never really done it before. And I was quite skeptical about it because I thought I was going to get hungry, and not. So filling. In fact, you don't really miss food. But what I did miss, because if you look at the weather outside, this is what our weather has been for the last 2 weeks while I'm juicing. What I missed was something hot in the evening, like a cup of coffee, because I'm used to that. But we got through it 3 days, and was good. I feel good. I got a little bit more energy in my system going, but it sorted out my pH levels, which is really nice. You're supposed to be 7.5, I believe. I don't know much about it. And I'm almost there, so that's really good. But why I did it was to kickstart my metabolism and to try and clear from the inside out anything that's causing blockages, anything that's standing in my way. And why? Because I've still got pain down the left side. So it was a good way for me to get started on that. And I really did enjoy it. I'm now trying to go forward for the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to do the juicing thing again in a couple of weeks' time, is no sugar, no dairy, no gluten, and much more plant-based diet for most days, except one day a week I'm going to cheat, which was my day, which is today, Sunday. Every direction we cheated. So I don't want to cause a lack of anything in my body, but I do want to get it healthier. So, and we do eat relatively healthy, but I think it's now time to eat even healthier, to try and work out, is that what the problem is? Is that what's causing me problems with inside my system? And I know that we haven't in the last year eaten very healthy. I've done a couple of months of just coffee and chocolate, and I've done a couple of months of just frozen meals. And, but we have got back and track from the beginning of the year. So for the last couple of months, we've been eating really nicely again. So it's just definitely to kickstart, and that's why I did the juicing. So that was a really good way for me to get started from a point of view of the food and drink scenario. And then I also tackled the skin, because the skin is one of the areas that takes the biggest amount of strain, especially when you're traveling. So I went to a clinic in Sea Point area, and they've started working on my face to try and get the dryness gone. And that was very interesting. So I've done one session. I am due to go back in 2 weeks' time for my second, and I need to do 3 in order to see if it's going to work or not. And on top of which, I also did with the detox juicing, I did the jar of liquid that came with it as well, to try and clear the skin. And that was very fascinating. So I want to get a quasha, I think it's called now, where you actually move the skin, you use it on the top of your skin. There's amazing videos out there of the benefits of that. So that's my new thing that I'm going to be getting soon. And I'm going to start going for a series of lymph drainage massages, which is the next thing on my bucket list for next week. So we're definitely embarking on this journey, full steam ahead. And it's been very interesting. The pain has not gone yet, so I haven't found the right formula, but I'm feeling good. My skin is looking way better. It's not as dry, but I do need to make sure that I'm regulating and doing something correct, because the moment I start traveling again, it will dry. And so I want to get it right before I go on to my next travels, which is in 4 weeks' time. So I've got a couple of weeks to go in order to get this sorted, as well as the pain. You know, you don't want to travel with pain. And what has been recommended for me for travel is to take a tennis board. And while you're sitting, you rub your feet backwards and forwards on the tennis board to keep the flow going, and get up every hour and walk up and down the plane, which we tend not to do. And I've done a lot of travel this year, and I found very few people moving. And it's probably also what's causing some of the damage that I've created with inside my body now. So it's an interesting journey, and it's a fantastic one that I'm on. I've also been to a body alignment lady, Paula. She was brilliant. We did some work there. We discovered a couple of blockages and hopefully removed those ones now as well. So we working through the mind, the soul, the body, the skin, the insides, the outsides, and tapping into everything. But what is fascinating for me is when you start talking to people about this, there's something else. Like today, we had a fantastic day with family and friends, and a real cheat day in every way. And there, I've been recommended something else, which I'm going to do some more investigation, and I'm going to let you know about what else comes across my path. But this coming week is to eat as natural as possible, number one. Number two is to keep a cheat day once a week only. That's number two. Number three, to start the lymph drainage massages, which kickstart on Monday, and to continue my exercise regime as what it is. So I hope this is interesting for some people. I hope that what you just take from this is that you need some time for yourself and to remember you along the way. And I hope that it reminds you to do some exercise, some eating healthy moments, and creating some new habits, because I'm hoping from this is what's going to come from that is to create some new healthy habits. I'm not sure what they're going to be yet, because I haven't worked out my formula yet, but I hope that I can share that with you as I move forward. But I'd love to know what you do and how you do it. And please pop it down in the comments below so other people can learn from you. This is something quite unique and interesting for me at the moment, and I'm sure it is for a couple of other people out there, and we can most certainly help one another. You know, I'm 55 and I'm not getting any younger, but I also want to make sure that I'm looking after myself, that I don't feel old and I don't feel the pain in the body so much as what I'm currently feeling. So as a business owner, we need to have all our senses. When you're making decisions, you've got to have enough information in order to make better business decisions. And if your body is in pain, if your mind is in pain, if your heart is in pain, you know, it doesn't help along the way. So we try and clear those as well before we can make these decisions that we need to within our businesses. So drop me a comment below, subscribe. There's going to be a fantastic guest speaker this month. I'm looking forward to the 1st of August, sharing Dr. Byron with you. But in the meantime, let's see what we can do to help you as a business owner move forward and really grow your business and you along the way. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Have a fantastic day. And as the clouds come rumbling in towards us, we know rain is on the way. So stay warm and be fabulous. Bye now.